Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Arachne here today for the A through Z series, and we're against a Poseidon, and we're against Me Like Dinosaurs. I think I faced this guy like, maybe like a year ago. I think I've played against him like a few times, and he went, Scylla every single game. It was kind of a weirdo. And I don't mean weirdo in like a mean way, I just mean weirdo in like a mean way. You know what I mean? Like, not like a mean way, but like a super mean way, if that makes sense. I think we're just going to do the traditional Arachne start here. Golden Blade, potions. I don't think we need a lot of potions because I'd like to just get my Golden Blade online as fast as possible. Honestly, I'm just going to get one of each. Why not? Just going to get one potion. And then, a lot of people like the wing shot on her because, well, she's an auto attacker at the end of the day. But I kind of think Carapace actually gets more value. Like, you Carapace them right before the stun goes off and you dump all your shots. It's literally the exact same playstyle as wing shot. I just think this is better. Oh, I forgot to put my... I forgot to put my spiders out. Unlucky. We should be perfectly fine, though. We're just going to use a tiny bit more mana, right? I think we'll still get to triple web this bad boy, hopefully. Yeet. What's the timing? Yeah, we should still get to triple web it. We just might not have our web for the lane, but I'll be honest, I don't even think it makes a difference. Like, against a Poseidon, assuming he does what he's supposed to do, we'll put 2 points into this. Against a Poseidon, assuming he does what he's supposed to do wave clear wise, I just don't think we're ever going to stand a chance at clearing the wave against him to begin with. So we're going to get our blue buff, try to get as much farm, as much gold off the wave as we can. Hold up. Ooh, put some spiders back there, delay it a little bit, you know. Ooh, that Poseidon skin is so loud for me. I gotta turn my headset down a little bit. Alright, so we actually did a lot better clear than I thought we would. Oh, he didn't even get the red buff, dude. We're in the clear. Let's go. This is looking good so far. Normally, like, he should just be able to insta clear that first wave and then go straight to the red. Oh, he doesn't have wing shard though. Normally you go wing shard and you wing shard the red buff. You don't have to, but it definitely makes you clear it like instantly. Ooh, we don't have to beads that or anything because we're kind of like immune to slows. Oh, got the gold off that minion. Back up here. Too easy so far. We have just enough gold to buy our item without even selling any potions because we didn't buy that many potions to begin with, so we have extra money. Looking good, we're looking good. As good as we can look in this type of matchup, though. The early game in this matchup is pretty horrible. Late game, mostly late game, I think we'll be fine. We'll be mostly fine. Like, I think a really good Poseidon player could still be Arachne late game, like a really good one. But just, you know, your average old... Ooh, they got that. Your average little Poseidon, you know? I guess we're going to find out how well he does. Dude, my Golden Blade procced for like 19 there. Oof. We do no damage, no types of damage. Alright, we'll just throw a spider here. No particular reason, honestly. We're just throwing it down to throw it down. We're just down throwers. I think we'll go straight into... do we need to rush defense? I don't think we do. I think we can just go, we might have to back a lot more, but I mean, that's kind of Arachne's life in the early game. Any god that doesn't get any, that doesn't really have any type of wave clear. Dude, I don't know how loud it is for you guys. I hope it's not that bad for you guys, but for me, that, oh my god, that Poseidon skin is so freaking loud. Maybe I'm griefing the video by turning my settings down a tiny bit, but I think this is beneficial to you guys. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe I messed up right there, but dude, it might just be my headset volume. I don't know, but I even turned my headset down. I even turned my headset volume down, and it's still pretty bad. Ooh, we don't need to ult that. We don't need to beats that. He's kind of just throwing abilities, trying to... Like, it may seem like he's not doing much there because he missed a fair amount and also because he didn't kill me, but at the same time he's just trying to make it harder for me to clear the wave. That's really all he's doing at the end of the day, and he's making me get less gold off my minions, which is very bad for me. So I mean, while he didn't kill me or anything, he did accomplish his goal, or at least what I think his goal is. His goal might have just been to kill me, and he's, you know, beating himself up about it, but I think he did a pretty good job there. Pretty fair job there. We're gonna let our spiders kill that guy. Probably could have let him kill the entire thing like I didn't have to do that last auto, but better safe than sorry, right? So go ahead and kill that guy. Hopefully there's a Chester here. There is no Chester here. That means they're in the middle of the map, which means he might have got them, which is very unfortunate. And by the way, sorry for no video. I'm like trying to clear my throat here. Sorry for no video yesterday. I had some things come up that prevented me from recording, but we are recording today, and hopefully we can do 2 videos today. I do have stuff to do later today that I have to get ready for soon, but that being said, the plan is still to record 2 videos for you guys today, A through Z, both of them, to make up for yesterday's, and post both of them today. A little bit different times from one another, but post both of them today. If I don't have enough time, because the next one is an Ares video, right? That's gonna, you know, I might take a minute to get like a decent game, or I just might never get a decent game. Who knows? But ooh, he's got the Chesters on lock over here. Ugh, unlucky, man. Dude, Arachne's early game is so tough. I probably could have been over there, honestly. That's a little bit my fault, but. Alright. We just need to give this guy like a false sense of security though. Like, if he thinks he's unstoppable, you know, he's on top of the world, and then we just randomly blast him up once we get our farm, that's definitely going to catch him off guard for sure. So, while it does suck that he's just running all over us right now and doing whatever he wants, there is benefit to it. Well, first of all, I need to get my gold and stuff like that. But also, it does give him a little bit of a false sense of security. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants, and for now, he kind of can, a little bit. But, we'll see if he pushes it. Back up here, buy a health chalice. A health chalice. This will help us out a ton, for sure. Serrated, by the way, is like a super good, like these 2 items are like staple on Arachne. Even with golden gooseberries helping you clear the wave a little bit. Even though Arachne... Ooh. Hold on, let me look at the, before I start talking out my butt here, let me look at the quests. Okay, we already completed 1, okay, so now we have to get 750 basic attack damage onto him. Alright, let's try our best to get some... Ooh. He still has a shell, right? Yeah, we're gonna wait for that. And that right there is the beauty of knowing, you know, cooldowns. Or, well, not knowing cooldowns. Pressing tab, if you haven't already. You should just press tab at the very beginning of the game to see what they have, but I didn't. Wasn't paying that much attention, honestly. So, long story short, I pressed tab while I was in my ult, or maybe I didn't, honestly. I don't even remember what I did, but I do know I knew he had shell there. One way or another, I knew he had shell, so we wait to see if he's gonna pop it early. He might not have popped it early there, and then we don't gain much, but the point is like, it doesn't really hurt us much to wait there, you know? We don't really lose much by waiting there. So you might as well wait just to see if he jukes in a weird way that you can hit him easily, or to see if he, pops his shell early or something like that. Or if he had his ult up, which he didn't have his ult up, but if he did, he might just ult early, you know? He might ult his feet or something and do it too early. Lots of things can happen. Lots of good things happen for the people who wait, you know? And unfortunately, getting this red buff was not in the cards for me unless I was willing to sacrifice like a wave and a half right there. But like we said, he did get complacent a little bit. He did get a little too big for his britches, and played 2 up on my tower, so we beat him up, and we're kind of beating him up again. Like, Arachne's matchup in Poseidon is actually pretty good, I'd say, late game. I still think that a good Poseidon can give her a very good run for her money and probably even beat her late game. Like, if you go double defense Poseidon, you buy the right relics, and you play pretty scummy, aka correctly, you know. The scummy playstyle is often the correct playstyle, and some people have the opinion that playing correctly isn't scummy, so it brings this whole argument of what's what and, you know, who's who, right? But that's why I like to say both, because it just really depends on your perspective. Are you just playing like a normal player who's playing Duel, or are you playing like a jerk, you know? Different perspectives. I tend to see it as like if a character has one playstyle and it's an obvious one too, like for example Baka, like you can do whatever you want with Baka, it's fine, but like I don't get mad at Baka when he invades my buff, you know, like when he jumps over the wall, I blue buff at the start and eats it. I don't get mad at him because I expect that. I mean, that's kind of how Baka's played, right? So end of the day, it is what it is. That's his whirlpool down. Wait, he has beads? Okay, so he did get his second relic. We did use our beads and our carapace. Sorry, I can't speak. So we traded basically. I got his ult and his beads. He got my beads and my carapace shard. I could have also ulted to follow him there, and maybe that would have been a better play, but I don't think it's a big deal either way. Also, as far as the build goes, normally this the third item, I like to go Berserker Shield or Shoguns. For the early game attack speed, it does help a lot. But if you'll notice, like if I get to finish my build, or I'll probably explain it at the end anyways, what my build would be, even though I didn't get to finish it, if I don't. But you'll notice that we actually... Ooh. Okay, there's this cracking down. We actually do overcap on cooldown, or on attack speed, by a lot. And I mean like overcap. And what I mean, what does saying the word twice mean? It means that I'm going to buy Silver Branch, and I'm going to overcap the Silver Branch stacks. Like, I'm going to go higher than even Silver Branch is capable of, because I went Shoguns, and all my other items as well. But that's okay. Like, we're only going to overcap it hard by 6th item. It's only going to be our 6th item that does it. So it's not till later. And also, even if you do, it's not that big of a deal. Like, overcapping is really not that big of a deal. But if you're wondering how I overcap, it's basically because Arachne 2 gives 70% attack speed. You know, we have a decent amount of attack speed in the build already, and we're going to be going Vital Amplifier, which gives a billion attack speed. I don't remember. I think Vital Amplifier gives 60%. Wait, hold on. What is the math here? Oh, he didn't even do it. So it has 20%, and then the passive is oh wait, I'm reading the wrong one. So it's 50% attack speed on that item, plus Arachne's 70%. And I know what you might be thinking. Why would you go Silver Branch for Arachne 2? Because it only lasts for like a second, right? Not even a second, because it's just until you stun. Well, Arachne got buffed recently, if you didn't know. Arachne got buffed recently, making it to where her attack speed throughout the 2 actually stays. Even if you stun the target, or you don't stun the target, or whatever, it actually stays. So if you look in the... Actually, wait, hold on. Kind of want a horrific since he ended up not buying a sprint. I'm going to get a horrific. But if you look down here at the bottom left, you see attack speed 2.02. I press my 2, it's now capped, right? And it stays. It stays the whole time. And so right here, we're at an awkward point where I'm actually cap attack speed with my 2. I'm way cap attack speed with my 1 and my 2, which is why I could see the argument of getting Silver Branch earlier in the build here. This is just my preference. You can, you know, if you see Silver Branch here and then maybe Vital after, or Vital second item and Silver Branch here, you know, and get serrated later, which is going to delay your pen, but whatever. You know, you can do it in whatever order you see fit. In my opinion, there isn't like a perfect way to do it. But so we're going to be overcapping for a while. Another argument is just going Pestilence third, and I would have gotten it if he started Bancrofts, but he didn't start Bancrofts. So he didn't have any healing for my Pestilence, which of course I predicted him to go anti-heal later, but you never know for sure, and it's not that big of a deal. You can always just go double defense last. You know, we can go I almost said Poseidon because I have a Poseidon chasing me. You can go... Alright, we're just going to beat him up here the best we can. Yeah, there's just nothing he can do there. He doesn't have a sprint or anything, and he's just out of position. He just shouldn't be on top of me like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to correct myself from the beginning. I think this matchup is actually hard won by Arachne. I still say that a very good player with double defense can make this, you know, good for Poseidon's POV. Poseidon's a very good god, even if the matchup doesn't look like it's great. I mean, I just played against a GM player the other day. Mantos, if you guys know him, he agreed to custom me Pele versus Poseidon. Well, my Poseidon versus his Pele, I should say. And that matchup's terrible for Poseidon, if you guys didn't know. Well, I went double defense, and I ended up winning. And granted, but Mantos is on, he plays on ping because he's EU. So, you know, he's on ping. And also, you know, he made some misplays at the end. I made some misplays. But my point is even if that matchup isn't in Poseidon's favor, it's probably not. He can still do things that turn the tide. You know what I mean? Like, he can still fight Pele. And I think it's the same thing for Arachne. Poseidon can still fight Arachne, even if this looks horrible. But, not saying it's easy. Not saying it's easy. Probably is just Arachne favored, for sure. Besides the early game wave clear. Early game wave clear is really bad, but we got this gooseberry and we can survive. I will survive. We need to get this tower before we do Bull Demon. But yeah, see, like right here, for example, I went Shoguns and he has double lifesteal. And now Arachne's one does have anti-heal on it, if you didn't know, 40%. But I'd still love to have a Pestilence against that. And so right here, you're wondering, oh, dude, I really want to go Pestilence, but I don't want to go double defense. Or at least that's how I feel. I don't know if any of you guys feel that way too. Like you don't want to go double defense as much. You consider it a little bit scummy. Rather not. What you can do is you can go double defense and then sell your Shoguns later. So like a temporary double defense. And if you win the game right then and there, well then no one's going to believe you that you were going to sell your Shoguns. Unlucky. But still, the point, at least you know. You went Pestilence 6th item, and then if you got the gold, you were going to sell your Shoguns for a damage item. I think that is what we will do this game. Oh, and I never explained, by the way, why I like Shoguns and Berserkers. I mean, I did vaguely, but the reason why I like Shoguns and Berserkers... Oh, I thought he was chasing. The reason why I like Shoguns and Berserkers third, while it does overcap you a bit in the end game, which is not a big deal, especially for Berserkers, just a good item. It does overcap you. But the thing is when you go something else, like, don't get me wrong, Pestilence is a great item in the early game when they have healing. But any other situation, like physical... You know, like for physicals, you can go like breastplate or something, which is fine, but you know, whatever. My point is like when you go a different defensive item, it kind of feels bad. Like in the mid game, it doesn't feel, you don't really feel like you can fight that much, in my opinion, or at least it feels worse. I shouldn't say it feels bad; it feels worse. So I basically just like the attack speed on my defensive item in the mid game for the mid game play. It has nothing to do with the late game. It's just the mid game and how it feels. And then late game, you can always correct it, you know, by selling the Shoguns, for example. Like right now, we're double defense. But like I said, I don't want to be double defense necessarily. When we get the gold, I will be selling my my Shoguns. We're trying to get some pressure so we can potentially get this here. Okay, we can't get that. No way. We cannot get that. He's going double defense as well. Fair play. Could horrific him here. Definitely overkill though. Also, maybe it's troll to go on the blue buff like this. Like maybe I should just run straight to the tower, but I think we have time. Right next to the blue buff. I'm too much of a farm gremlin. As you guys can see though, we're sitting at Silver Branch stacks just from the Vital Amplifier, which procs from the 1, by the way, if you didn't know. I probably should have explained that earlier, but if you didn't know, Arachne 1 heals after you auto-attack them with it. And look at that, 40 stacks. 40 stacks. If you guys didn't know the amount of power that is on Silver Branch, it is 25 power, and then the other stats, of course, pen, attack speed, but it's 25 power plus 80, because we're capping the passive. So this item has 105 power, and like I said, we got to the point of the game where we can sell our Shoguns. We could go crit, yeah, let's go crits. We love some crit around here, ladies and gentlemen. Buy another ward, why not? Power potion, crit. Now he's not going to expect us to do even more damage than we did before. I mean, we're going to do a little bit less damage in the sense of Midgardian mail. You know, like that sucks. He did finish that. It's going to lower our attack speed a bit. but not too big of a problem here. We did just sell our Shoguns for a full item here. A full offensive item, I should say. So overall, we should do more damage. But it's not going to be as much as I would like it to have been, like that much of a shift. Just simply off the fact that he finished his defense the same time we bought more offense, right? So, I mean, that's just math at the end of the day. See, like, the problem here is the fact that we don't have our beads up. And there is a world where we go Magi's Revenge, and that could be really beneficial to us at running him down. But I think between our ult and our beads, I don't think we need Magi's Revenge. I think we just want damage. But just a honorable mention here, Magi's Revenge would definitely be huge. Oh wait, he's actually out of his Titan room. This is a big mistake for him. Oh, never mind. He left immediately. Is he gonna go for the blue? Nope. I think we can just ult on top of him, but like at the same time, it's a little... Stun him. Any crits? Any crits? We got one crit. Oh my god. Maybe I'm coping here, but I swear that crit was the difference. I swear we only kill him there because of the crit. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I'm gonna go over the builds at the end here. I'll check out his build too, although I think his build was fine. I think it was his relic choice that was wrong. I think his build was mostly fine, but I don't remember exactly. Guess we're about to find out if this thing ever... Oh, let me mute my Smite so that way the background noise from Arachne doesn't go through the video. Alright, let's say GG to this guy. Hopefully he doesn't give me like a speech that he wants me to respond to. I always feel so awkward not responding to them because I'm doing the video stuff. Okay, so his build, I mean, double defense is fine, although this is not the right item. When I was talking about double defense, I was talking about Berserker Shield last. Overall, though, his build is perfect, not gonna lie. I mean, you could go Bancroft's early if you wanted. Bancroft's early would probably snowball the matchup harder than Chronos Pendant, so... he should have went Bancroft's and then got Chronos Pendant later, maybe, or just not even got it. Actually, yeah, never mind. His build's not perfect. I would have went Bancroft's into Typhon's Fang, into Breastplate, into... Probably... Oh, dude, I'm actually getting... I can't, like, imagine it. My brain's too slow. Alright, so for his build, I don't want to talk about this too much. But just really quickly, this is what I personally would have built if I was the Poseidon in this matchup, and you guys ask this type of question all the time. So I am going to bring it up. Wait, where's the... Oh, this. I'd probably go boom, 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 boom. And then Rod to Hootie, probably? And to Berserker Shield. You could also go Hastened instead of Rod. I mean, that'd be fine. Definitely some utility. But the relics he should have went, I think, is Beads for the stun, of course. And you could go Aegis. That helps you, you know, take less damage for sure. But honestly, like, I think there's only two relics that stand a chance in really saving him in that endgame fight, which is Hastened Sprint, Hastened Wings, backpedaling and autoing and trying your best, or maybe using it to chase when I overextend, use it to punish the chase. Maybe that's your best bet. Just try to survive and then punish the chase. Or maybe like a upgraded meditation, the one that gives cooldown. That's what I would have done. So Arachne, the build is literally what I just showed you guys. So I'm not going to talk too much about it, but there is one thing I wanted to mention. Like I said, you go boom. And you can change up the order. It's mainly the items that I think are good. I could be convinced that the order is not correct. It's mainly the items. But like I said, I would normally go Berserkers here. This is just the best in my opinion. But when you're against a magical, unfortunately, you definitely can just slam a Pestilence here, but they're not always going to have healing. I'd say most of the time they're going to have healing, so this is a pretty consistent. You can do this. You're going to do less damage in the mid game, but if they have a lot of healing like in Anubis or something, it's definitely going to help you. Or you can do what I did and just go Shoguns and call it a day, right? But what I wanted to say is if you are in a physical matchup and you end up doing this type of build here, boom, where's the Silver Branch at? Boom. Okay, so by this point in this build, you know, you're not like saying in your head, oh, I'm going to sell this Berserker's Late for Pestilence because you're against a physical god. What are you going to sell Berserker's Late for? I mean, like, again, you can go this... You can go this thingy. Where's it at? You can go this. You can go this. Oh, wait, I already put that there. Oops. You can go this. You can go All three of these options are fine, honestly. None of them are bad. They're all fine. I just feel like mid game you don't pack that oomph, that kill potential, that swingy, you don't hit them with that big boy damage, which it's mid game. You're not really supposed to hit them with that big boy damage anyways. I'm just saying my preference is to go the attack speed, but you'll notice you're definitely going to overcap. Even with Silver Branch, you're going to overcap the Silver Branch stacks when you go into your last item, because there isn't any like just straight up power items that you want. You could go a Frostbound. That's definitely some decentness there. You could go double defense. You could go Magi's. None of those have attack speed. That's nice. You're not going to overcap too hard. But my preference last item is just to go more attack speed. So what if you overcap the Silver Branch? Who cares? Like that's the way I see it. It's not that big of a deal in my opinion. I would go, the items I would recommend are probably last item dominance. That's going to be your most consistent. Me personally, would go last item Demon Blade most times. Less consistent, but better in most situations, in my opinion. There was one more item that I wanted to put here. Oh, this. You could, I haven't tested it, maybe test it yourself. Technically, this is a power item that gives you good damage and doesn't have attack speed. If you're really a stickler about overcapping, this might just be your play. You can get anti-heal if you get the green glyph. You can get cooldown resets if you get the other one. Deathbringer last is tech, and it can be good. Try it out yourselves. I prefer to just go like the Demon Blade. It's more consistent in my opinion, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like this won't please your OCD because you're not overcapping as bad, and also it won't have some utility. Like, it has anti-heal on one of the glyphs, has cooldown reduction on one of the glyph, and it just has some big meaty crits for sure. So there's some value to that. But as far as the 5 items go right here, you can do it in whatever order you want. But these 5 items I think should just be in every build, with the exception of defense. We talked about that. You can do whatever you want. But I guess I should say these 4 items. Let's take this out. These 4 items are just Arachne items nowadays, in my opinion. I wouldn't have went Silver Branch before the buff, making her to where her 2 is just a 4-second steroid no matter what. But now that it is, I think Silver Branch is just simply too good on her, especially with Amplifier in the game. Because one of the reasons why you want Silver Branch 2 is because you get so much attack speed with the 2, yes, but also with the Amplifier. So maybe if Amplifier got removed, we would revisit this topic. But overall, I think this was a pretty good video. I think it showed exactly what Arachne's capable of, and I think I explained the builds pretty good and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys for clicking the video. It does mean a lot to me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, guys, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.